What does it look like when a woman truly embraces her dark feminine side? Like, how can we define what dark femininity truly is? What does this dark feminine archetype mean to Hollywood? Inspired by the femme fatale, dark femininity is defined as an archetype of the feminine psyche, embodying shadow traits like mystery, untamed desire, assertiveness, and destruction for the sake of rebirth. Is dark femininity in film just an aesthetic, or is it a mindset? Or is it something entirely different? I explore this while giving you my top 10 dark feminine films of all time. Welcome back, my little noise. Was that sexy, y'all? Was that sexy? Was that mysterious? My name is Eunoia. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite dark feminine films. I hold these babies so close to my heart, and these are the films I grew up with, which is questionable, but you know what? We all need a strong woman in our life. And these are just films that I hope you feel inspired by, and you just feel like a baddie. I have so many other recommendations, but I could not put them all in this video. So if you guys want a part 2, let me know. Let's get on with the video. Coming in at number 10 is Final Girl. Final Girl is a 2015 film directed by Tyler Shields that is a horror action film. It talks about a young woman who is trained from childhood to defeat a group of high school boys who hunt and kill their female classmates. It centers around a character named Veronica, a young girl trained from childhood to be an elite assassin who kind of flips the script on these boys. This film is a 7.5 out of 10 for me. I love seeing a woman put a man in their place. Like... And I love how she's kind of like avenging the women that these boys were killing, and she makes moves in silence, girl. Don't play with her. Like, she's really calculated with how she does things, but then she gives off this soft feminine vibe and you would never expect it. You would never expect it. If you want to watch this, you can watch this on Tubi, Sling TV, Fandango, Pluto TV for free. Free. I love a free movie, girl. Coming in at number 9 is Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels is a 2000s film directed by MCG, which is an action comedy. It goes into these 3 baddie private investigators who are assigned to track down a kidnapped software engineer, but the case isn't as straightforward as it seems. We have Dylan, Alex, and Natalie. Dylan's more like the boho, affectionate, fiercely loyal type of private investigator. Then we have Alex, the more kind of calculated, overachieving, serious archetype. And then we have Natalie, the more bubbly, fun type of person. We love a girl group, and I love how these friends kind of come together with their differences and just give face, give fierce, and give, you know. These are like the women superheroes of my lifetime. This movie is a 7.5 out of 10 for me. It's a good watch movie. It's a good feel-good movie. It's inspiring in a way. You kind of want to dress up as these people for like Halloween. If you want to watch this, you can watch this on Tubi for free. Coming in at number 8 is The Craft. The Craft is a 1996 horror/fantasy film directed by Andrew Fleming. It is about these 4 high school girls who dabble in witchcraft to gain power, deal with trauma, and seek revenge, but face dire consequences when their magic spirals out of control. We have the characters Nancy Downs, Sarah Bailey, Bonnie, and Rochelle. Nancy is kind of like this gothic style antagonist. Then we have Sarah Bailey, a shy, troubled, and emotionally vulnerable transfer student who has an innate natural witchcraft powers unlike her group. Then we have Bonnie, who's a shy, insecure teen who suffers from severe, painful burn scars on her back. We have Rochelle, a quiet, introspective, and fashion-conscious teen who joins this coven to gain power against her racist bully. This film is an 8 out of 10. When you get a group of women together, it's powerful. These kind of women are going through their different issues, and we kind of see these women rise above and get over these things. Kind of gets out of hand. Okay guys, you gotta just get it out of hand, but you have to give them grace. You have to give them grace. Most of them learn from their mistakes. Well, if you want to watch this movie, you can watch it on Google Play, Fandango, or Apple TV for about $3.99. Then for number 7, we have Moulin Rouge. Ew. I love that. Y'all gonna be sick of me by the end of this video. This is a 2001 movie, which is a musical/romance directed by Baz Luhrmann. It is set in 1889 Monterey, Paris, revolving around a young English poet named Christian who falls for Satine, the star courtesan of a famous Moulin Rouge cabaret. Satine is the sparkly diamond. She is a complex, beautiful, vulnerable performer who dreams of becoming a legitimate actress, played by Nicole Kidman, who's in a lot of other dark feminine films. I will give this movie an 8 out of 10. The playlist, the music, the acting, the characters, chef's kiss. High-key overstimulating, and there's a lot going on all the time, but we love that. And at the end of the day, even though there's a lot going going on, it's still such a good quality movie, and it's an art form. It is a little bit of a romance, and we love Satine. She's using sensuality, sexuality to get what she wants, which is something that was realistic during that time. That's the only way women could get power back then, so don't hate on a girl, okay? This movie is heart-wrenching, and it's a tearjerker, and be advised, be advised. They have some amazing songs, and the Chef's Kiss, like, Christian, he was singing! Someone get him on The Voice. I even played one of these songs for a pole dance I had, because I'm in pole, and it was El Tango de Roxanne, and Chef's Kiss, if you want a sensual song, girl, here's your recommendation. Look at me, I'm giving recommendations for music too, girl. Like, back in the day, that's how they used to get music from the movie. That's why there's so many movie trailers, because that's how you used to get music. That was the OG recommendation. If you want to watch this movie, you can watch this on Netflix for a subscription, YouTube, and Apple TV for about $3.99. Coming in at number 6 is Practical Magic. It is a 1998 fantasy romance directed by Griffin Dunn. It centers around the Owens sisters, Sally and Jillian Owens, who are born into a witch lineage plagued by a 300-year-old curse. We have characters Sally Owens. Sally is the responsible, nurturing, and cautious sister. Then we have Jillian Owens, a free-spirited and impulsive sensual witch known for her long red hair and ocean blue eyes. I will give this film an 8.5 out of 10. You have sisterhood, womanhood, generational traumas that you're going through, family, and female empowering themes throughout this film. Jillian and Sally have the best freaking sisterhood ever. Like, literally the way they are, the way they stick for each other, the way they're so connected and just like get each other and have like that intuition, telepathy type beat is amazing. You'll fall in love with the sisterhood they have. The connection and bond they have is so strong. Like, when you have a sister, girl, like my sister my go-to girl. She's my go-to. I love her. I feel like femininity being embraced in all aspects of this movie, and it's kind of spiritual and witchy. I love films like that. If you want to watch this movie, you can watch this on Fandango, Apple TV, and YouTube for about $5.99. Coming in at number 5 is Black Swan. Black Swan is a 2010 horror drama directed by Darren Aronofsky. It is a psychological horror thriller that follows Nina Sayers, a dedicated ballerina in a New York City ballet company. As she pushes herself to perfection for the lead role in Swan Lake, the intense pressure causes her to experience a terrifying mental breakdown, transforming from a fragile artist into a possessed, seductive performer. Getting into the characters, we have Nina Sawyers, a dedicated, fragile, perfectionist ballerina played by Natalie Portman. Then we have Lily. She's a free-spirited and confident new dancer in the ballet company who embodies the qualities of the Black Swan, serving as a rival and psychological mirror to the protagonist, Nia Sawyers, played by Mila Kunis. This movie is an 8.5 out of 10. If you think of a dark feminine movie, you'll probably think of this one, because we literally have the light feminine transforming into the dark feminine. At the end of the day, the core is the femininity. Certain challenges and things that this ballerina Nina goes through kind of shifts her into this dark feminine. If you want to watch this, you can watch this on Hulu or Disney Plus for a subscription, or YouTube and Apple TV for about $3.99. Coming in at number 4 is Poor Things. This 2023 film is a fantasy/comedy directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. This film follows Bella Baxter, a woman brought back to life by a scientist who undergoes a rapid acceleration evolution from a childlike state to a self-determined intellectual woman, free from constraints of societal shame. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. This movie is a 10 out of 10. The set design, the aesthetic, the world they put you in, it's outer-worldly, it is euphoric, it is ethereal, and I love that vibe. And I love how Bella Baxter as a person, like, she was wrong. Like, the reason she died, she was wronged. And then she comes back reanimated in this like Frankenstein type movie as a stronger woman, and she kind of relives a life that she didn't have, and it goes into societal constraints that we put on ourselves and we put on other women, and she doesn't have any of that, and she's free. She can do what she wants to do, and it's not for anyone else. And I feel like this embodies the dark feminine archetype, because you're not trying to be anyone else, trying to do anything else, trying to please anyone else. You're just being you, and I love that. I love that. If you want to watch this movie, you can watch this on Hulu/Disney Plus for a subscription, or YouTube and Fandango for about $3.99. Coming in at number 3 is Lucy. Lucy is a 2014 film, action/sci-fi directed by Luz Messon. It is about a woman who is forced into becoming a drug mule, and she ends up becoming this superhuman, evolving with mental and physical abilities, including telekinesis and time travel, after the synthetic drug leaks into her system. This movie is a 10 out of 10. This is my favorite childhood movie, which is concerning, but also what empowered me, girl. Like, I love movies with a powerful woman who is like literally like just like a baddie superhero. We love that. This is my Marvel. Okay, so don't judge me. I just love how she is this kind of badass female superhero character who kind of solves this kind of mystery and solves this corruptness that she was going through that corrupted her in a way. And you know, it does kind of get into archetypes of the pursuit of knowledge and how that can be bad, but I loved it. Take it out of this. This is my superwoman, okay? If you want to watch this, you can watch this on YouTube, Google Play, or Apple TV for about $3.99. Coming in at number 2 is Jennifer's Body. The 2009 film is a horror/comedy directed by Karen Kusama, which is the first freaking woman director of this list, which is so surprising to me. It is about a popular cheerleader who becomes a flesh-eating demon after a botched satanic sacrifice by an indie band called Low Shoulder. She seeks revenge on men, serving as an allegory for teenage female trauma, toxic friendships with her best friend, Needy, and the common modification of female sexuality. We have our characters Jennifer, a popular high school cheerleader who turns into a demonic succubus, played by Megan Fox. Then we have Anita, also known as Needy, an intelligent, mousy, and insecure protagonist whose life unravels due to her codependent friendship with Jennifer, played by Amanda Seyfried. 10 out of 10 film, 10 out of 10 film. When you think of dark femininity, this is the first thought. This is where the first dark femininity thought people think of. They think of Jennifer. She's the moment. You know, she is a demon succubus. Okay, and like y'all bitches haven't ate in your life. We have this kind of toxic friendship with Jennifer and Needy, and we kind of see both archetypes of light feminine and dark feminine, and the contrast and the evolution for both of them. And this film goes into self-image and toxic female friendships and femininity and social constraints, and how Jennifer was constrained to poor self-image and had to use female competition to put other women down. It's almost seen as like this sex symbol, but not really valued or loved by men. And then we have Needy, who has this toxic friendship with Jennifer, and how like female competition plays into that role. If you want to watch this movie, you can watch this on YouTube, Apple TV, or Fandango for about $3.99. Coming in at number 1 is Kill Bill Volume 1. This 2003 film is an action/thriller. There's also a Volume 2, but it was directed by Quentin Tarantino. It is about a former assassin who awakens from a 4-year coma to seek vengeance against her ex-lover Bill and his deadly Viper assassin squad. We have characters like Beatrix the Bride, codenamed Black Mama. She is a member of this deadly Viper assassin squad. She seeks bloody revenge after her former lover Bill ruins her wedding and puts her in a 4-year coma. Then we have Oren Ishii, a ruthless half-Chinese Japanese-American leader from the Tokyo Yakuza and a top assassin. Then we have Gogo Yubari, a sadistic 17-year-old schoolgirl assassin serving as Oren Ishii's bodyguard. This movie is 11 out of 10. When you think of dark femininity, you think of this one. All of the women in this film match these archetypes in different ways. I love Beatrix the Bride, our main protagonist, who is fighting for vengeance after she was wronged by these women, unfortunately. Then we have Oren, which, girl, her backstory is so sad, but it turns her into an icon, and she gets her vengeance and she becomes this cold-blooded assassin. Then we have Gogo Yubari. Gogo Yubari is this like schoolgirl who's Oren's bodyguard, and she kind of crazy. Like, let's put her in the mental hospital, but she's a baddie because, you know, she puts a man in their place. That's for sure. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But this is just your classic assassin martial art movie. There's even an iconic song called Bang Bang, which is just represents the kind of dark feminine energy by Nancy Sinatra. And oof, I love this song, and it plays in this movie, and it's just iconic scene, iconic scene. If you want to watch this movie, you can watch this on YouTube, Apple TV, and Fandango for about $3.99. Lastly, our honorable mention, because I can't stick to a list of 10 and I have to be extra and put 11, is Pulp Fiction. It is a 1994 crime thriller directed by Quentin Tarantino. It is a stylized non-linear crime drama that intertwines multiple storylines in Los Angeles, including 2 hitmen, a gangster's wife, and a boxer. We have our character Mia Wallace, which is primarily analyzed as a modern deconstructed femme fatale, blending allure with extreme vulnerability. While she fits the mold of a dangerous woman in a crime drama, her character subverts from this trope by being deeply flawed, relatable, and human rather than cold and calculating. Played by Uma Thurman. This movie is an 8 out of 10. I feel like when you think of dark feminine, you think of this, and it wouldn't be right not to put it in this list. Even though it's only a part, it's only like one of the storylines Mia Wallace is in, she's still an icon. The way she's so carefree, being a gangster's wife, she does what she wants, she's hot, she's cute, cute. Her vibe is alluring and it's just simple but baddie. And like I remember in middle school, a lot of the girls wanted to be Mia Wallace, which was considered because we were like children, but her archetype nevertheless is baddie female. And sometimes we just gotta give that, you know what I mean? If you want to watch this movie, you can watch it on Pluto TV for free or get a Netflix subscription. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you got inspired and you watch these films and feel empowered of being a woman and just get into your dark femininity. If you like this video and want a part 2, because I have so many other recommendations, comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below a little rose emoji because we're matching our dark feminine energy. I'm doing good. I'm taking care of myself. I'm loving myself. Take care, my little Noyas. Bye.